Hi, Jasmine. It's the last Monday of May 2016, and I'm going to do your tag. Question 1. Have you ever kissed and danced with a stuffed animal thinking it was someone you had a crush on? Well, I went as far as to dance with a stuffed animal, but I never thought I had a crush on someone. That falls under the daydreaming category. Number 2, what hobby do you like doing which you wish you could make a living doing? Anytime I try to get money from one of my hobbies, it's a failure. And the reason is I would rather give away my work than sell it. So I give it away as gifts. Big failure in the money-making business, huh? Number 3, the last daydream you had. Well, I daydream all the time because I spend hours and hours every day by myself. And if I'm not entertaining, I start daydreaming. So the kinds of things I daydream about are like living in a house in the country, a little house, old-fashioned house with a big yard and few big trees, one I can hang a swing on, like a tire swing or something. And there would be a wraparound porch with a swing hanging on the wraparound porch. It would be in the shade. And I would have a kitchen garden, and neighbors and I would visit each other every day. Now that's one daydream I have. And that's an important one because I've seen people when I was growing up, my relatives, that's how they lived. They were country people, and so it's kind of in my blood. My DNA memory, you know what I mean? So, anyway, other things I daydream about is being younger again and doing some of the things I used to do when I was younger. Oh, God. Well, I was in my 30s when I did this, but we went to my stepfather's camp that he owned, and they had a zip line. And I did the zip line, but I was overweight and I couldn't get my feet up onto the platform. I didn't have the core stomach muscles. They were flabby and useless. And so I just smacked into the tree. So I'm in much, much better shape now, despite my illness. And I would like to make sure I'm in really good shape and go back and do the zip line again. I have done the zip line where the line just goes from a really high tree all the way down into the lake. Now, that was fun because as long as you're over the water, you can drop off anytime you want, or you can just plow your body into the lake. And I like that. I like the high dive in the pool. I like the Olympic high dive in the pool, and I used to dive off those all the time. I'd like to do that again. You know, stuff like that. Yeah. Next question, I think is number 4. Have you ever been to a strip club? Nope. Number 5. Which country would you not visit and why. Now, I've already visited many countries, and when I was with my family, I was 14 at this time. And Nixon was our president, and so because we're American, we were not tolerated or treated very well in Holland. First of all, you got a bunch of kids, American kids, who were loud and unruly, and the parents didn't keep us under control because they kept us under American, for America's standards, we were good. But for Dutch standards, we were just unwanted everywhere in the country. And anytime we went out, people, the servers and cooks used to stand in a corner and argue about who was going to come over and wait on us. So I have that experience. That would not be a reason to keep me out of a country. Because we had a really good experience in France because I was fluent in France and I made my family behave. And I told them how to say what they wanted to say to the servers or the hotel people or whatever. So we got and I knew a lot about French culture. So I knew what was acceptable and what wasn't, so I could keep little 14-year-old me. I kept my family in line in France. Can you believe it? We had a really good experience in Switzerland because I speak French and my dad and my sister speak German. So we had a good experience there and in Germany and in England. We had a great experience in England. So no, the fact of being American would not stop me, but the country I most wish to not visit, and it's because of politics, is the United States of America. Now, I really have a conundrum here because the people in the USA are so friendly. And if you just overlook a few things, if they start talking about politics or whatever and it makes you uncomfortable, just overlook it and you'll do pretty well. If you're white, okay, I really have to say that. The United States of America is more white supremacist that I've noticed. I mean, I guess maybe my eyes have been opened. But anyway, I think that it might not be too much worse. It's just, but it might. Because I have a lot of friends who would be killed if they did. Blah, blah, blah. Okay? And so I can't take that for granted anymore. I can't take the fact that I am privileged, and it's just such an uncomfortable topic for me. America is just different. So, yeah, the United States, I would not visit there. I will go out, I will go on trips, I'll do all that, but I just have to remember where I came from, what period of time I came. Maybe the question is not what country, but what time in history would you not visit? And I think I would not visit any of this. I don't know. That's a hard question. I just don't know. Okay? I'm sorry. Love you, Jazz. Talk to you later. Bye.